And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, homie,
Heart eyes.
wrong.
That
I
was
was
the
like, it was,
brutal
more heart.
that was
heart-
the
If he can carry
I was
the
like-
rug like that,
Right?
he can carry me like that. And welcome back to My Favorite Couple.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm John. Why are you laughing?
It
funny.
throws me. It's a new intro, so it throws me off. We've
Right.
done the other one. We've done 200 some episodes of the
Yeah,
other one,
yeah,
so
true.
it's still. And I didn't know when you were done. So
Yeah,
that's
just,
why I left.
Just that. My favorite couple. We're still trying to work out the kinks.
We
if
are.
you haven't noticed. It's only the third episode in.
Right.
And it's a very special third episode because it is our first guest.
It is.
Our guest couple.
She demanded that she be the first guest. So
Okay, well, so she gets.
So I had to honor that.
So we do negotiate with terrorists, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show, MJ and her husband Lou. How's it going, guys?
Hey,
Hi, how you
How are
doing?
you?
Good. You know what's great? I don't have to worry about company names.
Yeah, you don't. You just have to remember their first
Just have to
name.
remember their name.
Yeah.
Wait, you missed it. This is MJ and Lou from Torres Industries. Act now for 30% off. I don't know what.
It's not Huevos Farms.
Dildos.
Well,
Wait,
we have
was
Wilbur
it?
Farms.
Yeah.
We have what was the other ones?
I don't know. I didn't do any more stickers for the
Yeah,
eggs.
It was just one of those off the wall kind of things.
Yeah, I did it once and
This
then I
sounds
forgot
really
about
cool,
it.
and then we just kind of left off on there.
Yeah.
All right, I got the girls producing there. We get about 12 eggs a day now.
Nice.
Oh.
Sometimes a
Nice.
little bit more than that.
Because
He's-
why?
Because what do you call him?
Chicken Daddy.
I'm the chicken zaddy.
Chicken Zaddy.
Daddy goes out there. He's gives the girls watermelons, gives them blueberries, gives them strawberries. I
Are
do
you
all
doing
that.
that for your wife too?
Huh?
You get blueberries and strawberries.
Are you
No.
feeding
Nah,
MJ
no.
strawberry?
She doesn't give him 12 eggs a day.
She
no,
does not.
I already gave them.
no, I don't want no 12 eggs a day. Don't you crazy?
I
Really? No.
produced enough.
You did.
I'm
You
done.
did.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Shop's
good.
closed.
Yeah, and the factory's been shut down.
Yeah.
Same here. Not officially, but like officially.
Yeah, mentally.
Yes.
For sure.
So, so tell us about like how you guys met and
The origin story.
yeah.
You want to start off?
So we met like unofficially and then officially. You
Okay.
reminded
Okay.
me of this, but I'll give you the
You give me
official
the-
story.
yeah,
So I started working at this production company, and when I began working there, he was the warehouse manager.
Mm.
How old were we?
I was
30?
I was in my 30s.
30?
Yeah.
When you say
You're 1
production,
year older than
I
me,
was
so 31.
31.
when you say production warehouse, like what do you mean by production? 'Cause
So
I think video production.
Special events.
yeah, so
Special
we
events.
we were both in live events. Like we worked on things like the Met Gala,
Mhm.
Super Bowl, Veterans Day Parade, all the-
Florida Great Runway Shoot.
yeah, all the big
that was
shit
a
in
fun
New York.
one. That was a fun one.
Shut up.
We did a was it the Towers? It was in no. We did some big time cook show,
Yeah, I
like
don't know
cooking
what it
show
was.
or something like that.
We both have PTSD from that time of our life.
CNN
so we
Heroes.
A little bit of a blur.
You guys got to go at those shows.
yeah,
We did all the special events in there.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of stuff. The Natural History Museum, all those big fancy dancy hoo-ha places in the city.
Mhm.
You know,
It was fun, but
overpriced to
not.
just go see a dead animal somewhere. You know, so I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a natural history museum.
you know,
Dead
there's
animals.
just
Yeah.
dead
Okay.
animals all over. That's exactly what it was. Let me tell you.
So we started there. We were both in pretty like shitty, toxic relationships when we were working there. But we didn't know it. Like we
At
didn't
the
know
moment.
about each other at the time.
Okay.
So we we worked together and it was like, hi, how are you? Good morning, whatever. But hold on. Until he totally screwed up an order, right? Him and his team.
We did not screw up the order
3 times.
we didn't. We just
It
didn't
was going-
have. All right. We were doing so much turnarounds at that place that we were running out of gear. So I would have to substitute a lot of stuff. Well, I substituted not enough for a shortage that we had.
So you're
Not good, Lou.
you're saying that you fucked up. Yeah, okay. So it was like one of those things where we just couldn't get the order right. So I was working with the clients. He was fulfilling the orders with his team in the warehouse. We sent our guys, I think, a total of 3 times, and we just didn't get it right any time. It was like order for NYU for something. So my manager at the time was like a total asshole. And I'm like on the phone with the client, like almost in tears, saying like, I don't know what to do anymore. My warehouse sucks. I'm very sorry. Like, I'm sorry. And he comes in because he got yelled at from my manager, and he just goes off. I'm on the phone with the client, like NYU, right? And he's like,
you know how the teenagers say nowadays, crash out?
It
was like nuclear level crash out.
That was full on.
I sent the whole office to hell that day and walked out.
But wait, why were you so mad if you messed up?
Because they kept pointing the blame back on us when they were overbooking the equipment out for rentals.
So you were pointing out the faults in the process that led to.
Yes, to the crash out. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And is that when MJ? Is that when you fell in love when you saw that?
No.
Like
probably.
She was like,
she likes toxic. Just kidding. Sorry.
She's like, he came in hot. And Lou was like, everyone except for you over there with the glasses.
I mean, a little bit. All right, a little bit. So we're all like yelling at each other. Like my manager's yelling at him. He's like, "Go fuck yourself,
but I
dude."
can tell you when she fell in love with me. Tell you when she
Let me tell my story.
Go ahead. Let me tell my story. Go ahead.
So he looks over at me, and I look at him, and he's like, "You guys are like overbooking. You're like whatever." And I just hold the phone down to the floor. Client's on the phone, and I stand up and I go, "Why don't you go fuck yourself, dude?" And he's like, "You know what? Why don't you go fuck yourself?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then like I feel like 30 seconds after that, like there was little hearts coming out of our heads for like a second. And because I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Maybe we can both go fuck
I was at the point in time
we can fuck it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I was like, damn, he's got balls. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They changed. I came in the next morning and they had changed my name on the caller ID for my phone line, my extension, from Lewis to Lieutenant.
Oh.
And that's what I went as after that was Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's still that still happens now. I still call him a drill sergeant now. Yeah. So that was like the start of like, okay, like he's kind of hot. But then as the days progressed and I'm like sitting at my office and we're working together, my desk was a straight line to.
That's where my story begins as far as when I knew when she fell in love.
Shut up. It was a straight shot to like the loading dock. Like I could see everything in the loading dock. And so this dude used to just walk back and forth. We did like a lot of like event carpet and stuff like that. He had a full-on roll of carpet on his shoulder that he just walked into the trucks. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, homie,
heart eyes
wrong.
That was
like, more heart.
If he can carry you with a rug like that,
right?
He can carry me like that.
But then he started like you can tell him about what you were doing. It was like a little bit like stalkery.
That's when I started catching feelings. Let's put it like that. I turned around to my entire warehouse crew, and I said, "That one right there," went to her. Said, "That one's mine. You're not allowed to talk or speak to her in any of that kind of manner or tone." And I made it very clear with all of them.
It sounds bad, but
it
all
does. It
those
really
guys,
sounds bad, like stalkers. But my guy,
they were all dirtbags.
Yeah, it was just we were the mighty band. We were the pirate group. You know what I mean? Like, we were the ones that everybody turned to when they needed to get shit done. Yeah, and that's when so I would go out. She would clock out, and I would make my break time, my cigarette break, at the loading dock. I would take my cigarette break on the loading dock, where she would go out to meet her significant other at the time. And I would be waiting on the loading dock. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. And whatever. And then that was it.
He was looking at my butt.
It's the best time to look at a girl, check a girl out, walking away from you, right? So yeah, that's where that began. And then I kind of started catching that vibe where, like, all right, I'm getting a little bit of a response, because at first she wouldn't say bye, she wouldn't say see you later, and then we started talking. She started talking more, have more conversation. So I was like, okay, that's my in. So me being a master of the art of having no game whatsoever, I was just, I mastered that art. So
we've established that his game was no game.
There was no game at all. And so I would catch her, like, eyeballing me from her desk when I was backing trucks up and loading them up in the morning, backing all the 16-foot trucks up, all this other kind of stuff. I got really good at it, so I knew my spacing and all that other kind of stuff. But I would watch her, and I would watch her through the mirrors, watching me do my thing. So, I would put on a little bit of a show and stuff like that.
You always looking at me.
So that's kind of where that began. And then,
but then we got to talking, and we actually, like, totally grew up on the same block in the same town.
Oh wow.
But like just on the other side of town.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We were two separate ends of town.
And like later on, after we were just like BSing, and we were friends at first, and after we were like BSing and stuff, and he was like, "You don't remember me," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I just met you." Like,
right?
Like, he's like, "No, when I was like, I don't know, I must have been like 18, maybe. I worked at Foot Locker, and I was like the best sneaker salesperson on the planet.
Of course you were.
I was killing it."
Pause. I lived in Virginia at that time because my mother relocated with the company she used to work for.
Yeah.
So I would go during the holidays. I would get all my Christmas money, and being that I was from New York, I had to do all my shopping at New York because I would come down with the flyest stuff where we lived at.
Yeah.
Virginia, I was the man down there. So
yeah.
All right, go ahead. Unpause.
So yeah. So that's what happened. We grew up in the same neighborhood, but he had left when you were like a teenager to Virginia for a couple of years.
15 years.
But he would come back up and buy his sneakers, and he would go into the Foot Locker and buy sneakers and wait for me and try to mac me. And honestly, I don't even remember that because I was like,
absolutely no mind.
You gonna buy these sneakers or what?
To walk out with him there with like 3 to 4 pairs of sneakers and clothes and
she was like, "Cool, have a great day."
Like, look, I'm a big spender. Hey, come talk to me.
And I didn't want no parts of him. I was like, "You want socks? You want?"
Right, just trying to upsell him.
Yeah. I told everything. I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. All right, you got this limit, and then I learned. All right, this is what I'm working with today, and I don't go above this number.
So I didn't even remember that. And then so like little by little we became like good friends, and then we realized that we were having like a lot of trouble in our relationships. We were both very unhappy, toxic, abusive relationships on both sides. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then started the drama. Like we did not end. Yeah, we did not end our relationships before.
Ooh.
When you look up the definition of no fucks given, I'm that guy that the picture came up for the definition of no fucks were given. When I say I was done with that one with the previous relationship, I was done. That's it. In my head, but it was close. It was done. It was no going back. There was no whatever. It was just done.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it was
kept moving
difficult.
forward.
It was difficult for us because he had children with her. You know what I mean? And I was with my ex. It was like over 10 years at that point. I had met him when I was like 19 years old.
Ugh.
And it was like that was all I knew. So it was
Right.
hard for me. And it's always hard when you're in an abusive
Mhm.
relationship. It's tough.
Right.
You know, because you gotta some people come to a point where it's like, this is what I deserve. This is what I'm gonna get.
Right.
So we just didn't know how to do that,
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that we were dating. We were sleeping together.
Hooking up.
Yeah.
Situationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was rough. But like, and and we tried to do the right thing, and we tried to get away from our relationships and do it the right way. And we tried. And we also like after we got caught.
Oh,
you got caught?
Who?
Oh yeah, we got
By
caught.
who?
By our
Both.
now exes.
Both.
Wait,
Like at the same time?
We got caught.
Mm-hmm.
how?
We got caught by hers, and I got caught by mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the same time?
Right
Or
around
like
the same
a-
time.
Right
It was
around
like
the same
insanity.
time. Yeah, it was pure insanity.
Yeah.
Mm.
So wait, how did you get caught? I need to know more about that.
So
All right, an email was sent from her end to mine, or
no. Well, she saw your phone.
well, yeah, that's
She,
that,
you know what it was? It was
She
like
dug.
he was coming home late. He was
Right.
like, not
But
wanting to be around her.
I just didn't want to be around her anymore. So I
Right.
just
So
any
she
chance
knew-
that I had,
Right.
Even
have
if
to
it
work.
wasn't
I gotta
necessarily
work.
with
I
her.
gotta work.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
living in Queens,
Yep.
New York, and I was working in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Literally just on the outside of the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah.
So, and I was working crazy hours, being the manager at a place that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all
Yeah.
holidays. It does not matter. I was there. There'd be times that I make it just in time, just enough time to shit, shave, shower, maybe a 30-minute sleep,
Mhm.
and then right back to it again.
Yeah.
I mean, our job was really demanding. Like we were at work most of the
Yeah.
time. Like it was to the point where we had like a bed and a couch and a little
Shower.
apartment in our office because people would not go home.
They built a shower for people to
Yeah.
take showers at.
But
Wow.
but
Did
yeah,
anything go down in those showers? Or
Huh?
those rooms? Did anything go down in there?
what?
Prior to the showers being put in, yes,
Yes,
a whole lot went down.
it did.
And just about every single nook and cranny in that place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
He would
I
text
lo-
me
My
like,
favorite
over
part was,
You be over
did
here.
anything go down in there? Huh? That's the, I need more time, huh?
let me formulate a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was yeah, it was scandalous to say
Yeah.
the least.
we were the first scandal. When I said telenovela, this was your novela.
Yeah.
We were the first relationship.
We're not there yet.
Oh,
Don't
we're
say
not
the
there?
next thing. No, we're not there yet.
Okay, what's next then,
Okay.
MJ?
Oh, all right.
So we got caught, right?
Right.
Wait a minute.
And it was
yeah,
like
that-
it was a whole thing.
Mhm.
She it was pretty bad on his end. It was pretty bad on my end. It blew up on my end. It blew up to a point where me and him had a fight, and he was like, "Well, who is it?" And I was like, "It's not you." And like that was kind of the end of it.
Yeah.
It took a little longer for him to leave because it was the kids. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
He's-
I was the only thing who was holding it.
and he's a good man, so it was very hard for him, because
Yeah.
he was struggling with, do I do the right thing for my children and
Mhm.
like suck it up, or do I go after something that I think is going to make me happy?
Right.
So
Right.
that was rough.
Well,
But-
that's the hard thing about with kids is that like a lot of people will stay for the kids, but a lot of times the parent that they get when they're staying for the kids is not quality. You know
Oh,
what
no.
I mean?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when you actually leave, you're doing better by the kids, but in that moment, you want to do
it's
all
hard.
you can to
Right.
try
And
and
there's
keep
also-
it together.
I gotta imagine
But-
there's like feelings of being selfish and like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like
Feel-
guilt because
The
of
Yeah.
feeling of abandoning them.
Right.
Yep.
all that shit played into effect.
Yeah.
It all did.
Yeah.
Oh, there'd be moments, there'd be days that I'd be going 3 or 4 days straight into this very deep, dark world of sorrow because I felt like a shit dad because I couldn't get down to see my kids or whatever the case was. And then finally, you start growing out of that. The hurt goes away a little bit. Doesn't hurt any less, but it dwindles a little bit.
Yeah.
So whatever. And then came to the realize it was like, God damn, like they can be coming to see me. I could be saving all this kind of money, and I hate coming at it from a financial point.
Right.
But for me to get down to Florida and be able to stay at a hotel and do this at the hotel.
Yeah.
Bro, I was blowing, and this was just on a weekend. I was blowing like $5,000 or $6,000.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy the amount of money that that had to blow to go down there and see my kids. And it was just like, like this can't.
It was hard.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
But
it wasn't easy at all.
we were going through that, and right around that time when we like got caught, I got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got pregnant.
I bet they loved that.
That was that was tough.
Yeah.
But then, at 5 months, we lost the baby. Right. So everything was such like a whirlwind that I was like, hold on, like we were both kind of like, is this like a sign? Obviously it wasn't, but we were like all over the place.
It was
like,
a pause,
this is a sign like that
check.
we shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we kind of like, it didn't really last long, but we were like, I was like, look, take care of your stuff. Let me get my life together. You know what I mean? Like I'm a hot mess.
Honestly, at that point when we were like, okay, let's take this little pause real quick.
Yeah.
My entire time was, how the fuck am I going to get this one away from me, far enough away from me where it's not going to become a problem anymore, where it's not going to become an issue anymore or whatever. Right. So no, that's what my planning was kicking into effect. You know, it's like, all right, this needs to happen because.
Yeah. So what? So then, then one day, it was like snowing, and I hear.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm telling you, this is like a freaking movie.
It is. It's a telenovela.
It was like a big snowstorm, and I hear a knock on my bedroom window because I'm like, we're in the city, right? And
3 stories up.
What do you call that? Fire escapes. And I go, what the fuck is that? Like, is somebody trying to like? It's him.
Batman.
What?
It's him. He climbed the fire escape. I don't know, because I like wouldn't answer the door for him. I wouldn't answer his calls or anything like that.
Like, all right.
So
she, of course, would answer crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously.
So
I'm like,
you have to go see what that knock is on the window.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you insane?
It literally, when I say it, she says it was the middle of a fucking snowstorm. When it finished snowing, about 3.5 hours later, there was about 4 foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it was.
Well, she wasn't gonna let him sit out there and freeze on the fire escape.
Right. Well, and he didn't want to be snowed in somewhere else. He was like, if I'm gonna be snowed in. Listen, I planned that a couple times in Colorado. When I was in my younger days, pre-John, snowstorm's coming. Who's coming over? I don't want to be stuck in the snowstorm in the house by myself.
Right? Seriously. See. See, you and I, we think alike.
You got to stay warm somehow.
Exactly.
So I mean, obviously, I'm like, you're insane. I let him in. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
You're insane. So I let him in.
Like, we both just like start crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, I guess like we're trying this again. And I got pregnant with Junior that night.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he didn't play that night.
Like, my doctor called me, and she was like,
"Pause." He didn't pause. I gotta rewind this to the first one, to the first time. She didn't think that she could ever get pregnant.
Yeah.
At all. So
because
I was like, really?
Yeah.
It's party time now, So
I was
like, all right.
Oh, you can't?
I had some medical, I had some medical stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was with somebody for 11 years, never got pregnant. So I thought, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is my life, whatever.
Right.
And
Yeah.
lo and behold, the lieutenant proved her wrong again.
Yeah. So like I had gone to the doctor for some routine stuff, and obviously they took like a pregnancy test, and then she calls me. She's like, "Oh, congratulations, you're pregnant."
You're like,
And it was like a movie. I'm on the
Mhm.
phone and I'm like, that's not true. And I just hang up.
Right.
I'm like, isn't that true? Hang up.
Mhm.
And she calls me back. She's like, hello, I think the call dropped.
I think we
So
got
I'm like-
disconnected.
She's like, oh, I just wanted to let you know so we could set up your new appointment. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm like a mess, and I call him and I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we doing here? So we tried to work it out. And then when I gave birth to Junior, we were in the hospital, and I said she was his ex was moving to Florida with the kids, and he was really upset about that.
That
right?
was the plan that I had concocted concocted, but I put into a play.
Right.
And the timing couldn't have been worse at the worst possible
But
time.
it was okay. It was okay. So I go to the hospital in labor, and I remember this. I'm sitting on the bed, and I look at him, and I said, go. Just go. Go finish what you have to finish. Get out of here. Like, I'll be fine. So I had Junior, and he was back a couple days later. And that was the beginning of like us being like, okay, it's gonna be us. Like, we're doing this.
Right.
So while like it wasn't ideal, you know what I mean? Like, it was okay.
Yeah, we kind of did everything backwards. If that
Yeah.
makes any sense. We did
Yeah.
everything
We thought we would do things backwards,
Yeah.
and we accidentally did things
Like the
like
traditional.
the
kinda
traditional.
way.
We're not traditional, but it was purely accidental. It
you know?
was not in the plan. I
Everything-
honestly, I didn't even want to get married until him. So, yeah.
So we had Junior, and then we still lived in the area that we like grew up in and stuff like
Jersey
that,
City.
Jersey City, and then we moved, right?
Yeah. We packed up. We worked the late shift. Got home. We loaded the truck up,
We moved to Sussex.
and I looked at her brother, and her brother looked at me, my brother-in-law,
Mhm.
and we kind of just did like a neighborhood scope. When you're walking, you finished loading up the truck, you close it, put the locks on, and you're looking around, and you're like, you feel like everybody's scoping the truck out now because it's fully loaded with TVs and all the
Mhm.
furniture.
It was a bad neighborhood.
So no, it wasn't really that bad. And nowhere near what it used to be when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But and I
Still,
looked
though,
at my
even
brother, and
in
I
the
looked up
best
at
parts
her,
of
and I
town.
said, "Hey, is there anything left?" And she's like, "No, it's all in there." It's like, let's go, because I'm not leaving this fucking truck in the middle of the
Yeah,
street
exactly.
right now. They're
Yeah.
like
So we ended up moving like
2.5, about 2 hours.
2 hours away up to like a more rural like area.
We
because
became
his-
mountain folk.
Yeah. Because his parents were from that area.
Mhm.
My
So we
stepdad
found
was.
yeah,
My
so
stepdad was
we
from there.
found like a nice place, and it was like away from the city, because I'm like, all right, we're gonna have kids now, like we can't live here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So we did that, and that was like the beginning of our like starting our family. We already had a kid, but so backwards.
Right.
So we were up there for about
2 years.
but we were up there for like 8-9 months, and then I got pregnant with John.
Yeah, when,
Yeah.
Not you.
Oh, okay. Nice.
trying to,
Different John.
I'm trying to think when he was conceived.
I don't remember.
The moment that he was.
I don't know. It was one of the nights.
How was I have a question real quick. How was like the family, like your families with the other one, going from
So-
one relationship to the other?
So
like,
my family
kind of so quick.
absolutely hated him
I was the bad guy.
because they were used to me being like mistreated, and
Mm.
I mean, they were also mad at me, like, why are you jumping from someone that's mistreated
Right.
to another relationship? They didn't know the ins and outs, they just
Mhm.
like, why are you
Right.
going from drama to drama?
Yeah. On the
Right.
surface, they were like, nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they were like, absolutely not. His family he kept it from them.
I kept
Mhm.
I try to keep as much of the drama away from my family as being my sister, my mother, my dad.
Your sister did call me at work, and I told her to
Yes,
go
I did.
fuck herself,
I know.
but Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean to?
I was like, why are you calling me? This is your brother's problem.
So wait, when did your family like find out about MJ then?
When I told my mom that there was an invitation for the baby shower of Junior.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
that's how I broke the news of.
Oof.
But
Oof.
that was how I finalized it.
Yeah.
Prior to that,
I mean, there was talk of it. Obviously.
this is where my mother and my father knew that I had already made up my mind and what I was going to do. They didn't know how I was going to do it. They just knew what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was on vacation, a camping trip vacation with the other one and my young son and the rest of my family. One thing was talking to led to another. We broke out into an argument at the time. I broke out into an argument, but it was more of her trying to embarrass me in front of my family.
Mm.
I drew the line there. So we were all in the car on our way to a carnival or something that was happening locally there near the campsite. And I looked over at my mom and I started talking to my mom about MJ.
Mm.
Oh man, you gotta see how white this girl is. She's like almost transparent, chicken looking skin. And she's Puerto Rican, but she's got fucking eyes, mom. In front of my
Oh.
Ooh.
I signed the deal there. I signed it.
I was being messy.
That's messy. That's super messy.
And is she like?
I
Is
was
she
angry.
darker?
I
Is
was
she darker
angry.
skin?
Huh?
Is she like darker skin Spanish or?
Yeah, darker skin. Yeah, Colombian.
Oh, okay.
Not that I have anything against Colombians. I do.
Your ex.
I do now.
Obviously.
She just wasn't.
She wasn't
Puerto Rican.
She wasn't about me. She was about what I can bring to her financially.
Yeah. That's also the stereotype as well.
Yes, it was.
And that's, you know what?
Yeah, it was tough.
I'm sorry. As I saw amongst a bunch of things, but the financial end of it, my debt was going, and I had an excellent credit score prior to being with her, and my credit score had gone from here to literally skimming. Yeah, and I'm
we didn't really help each other's credit.
No, not at all. But
right, facts are facts.
You know, and then realizing where the funds were going and why I was only with $50 in my pocket when I was making $1,400 a week.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm getting yelled at because the bills aren't getting paid. Like, what's going on?
The math ain't mathing.
Yeah, like this is not mathing. And then when I would ask a question about a bill, oh, you don't believe me that I'm paying the bills? And then it just.
Well, no, because you just told me they weren't getting paid.
Yeah, like the lack of disrespect in front of the family when I was by myself with them and all that other kind of stuff. And it was just like, you know what? I'm not beat for this.
So,
like, I'm not beat.
Yeah. So one day his mom, I guess him and his mom talked and she was like, I want to come see my grandson. So it was like super awkward. Like I was like, here's the baby. And then I left.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was like, here's the baby. I don't want to meet you. Like, this is so weird. Because I felt like I didn't want his family to think that I was just like some side chick. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you would think that, you know?
Yeah.
But you don't know me. But yeah.
Era la chia.
I mean, I was.
She was.
Yeah, I was.
And, you know, no doubt about it. But, you know.
But
it is what it is. And we are where we are now.
Yeah. But it was uncomfortable with our families and stuff like that, because how do you introduce that?
Right.
Like, here's the girl that I was cheating on my.
But what she didn't
ex with, like, also
a lot of that
baby.
Same shit had happened with my family when my mother met my stepdad.
Yeah,
there was a whole fucking fiasco with that one.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when my stepdad's oldest daughter met her husband, or her late husband now. Yeah. There was a whole fiasco with that because he was almost.
Yeah, his whole family's relationship jumpers.
He was as old as her dad.
Yeah.
So, you know, so she was worried about it. And I'm like,
So, but honestly,
you don't know crazy until you meet mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're okay, you know.
but honestly,
we're
that's
okay.
what brought us together,
Yeah.
because his family was so like inviting and so
Mhm.
like nice to me, because they saw what he went through with his ex. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
were so nice to me, and they were just like, oh, like that's how I got in my relationship, and that's how I got in my
Right.
relationship. And I'm like,
Just
do
family
all you
tradition,
do this?
apparently.
Like, what is
Yeah.
happening?
Right.
It runs in the blood, I guess, right?
Right.
So
That's how you move from one relationship to another. What do you
How we do
mean?
it here.
yeah.
What are you talking about? That's how we do it.
Torres family tradition.
So yeah, so we lived up in Sussex County. I got pregnant with John.
Mhm.
We had John. And then it was like it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Everything was like moving along. And then we wanted to get the boys baptized. So we went to our church and we were talking to the pastor, and he's like,
You gotta get married first.
I'm not pushing you to do anything,
Right,
but, like, if
but-
you want to do things, I'll never forget what he said. If you want to do things in God's order, you should be married.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm telling my two closest friends about this, and they take it as, oh, we have to plan a wedding for you then. So
Yeah.
within 2 weeks, we had a surprise wedding planned. So we
Wow.
invited just
Surprise for who?
for
the family.
for our
Oh,
family.
okay,
Our family.
okay.
It was just like, well, hey, come over to the house. Let's get together. We're having to get together.
They didn't know.
We're having a barbecue.
No.
Oh my
So my
god.
friends planned the
I'm
wedding.
not surprised at all, but yes.
No.
I tell you, we did everything back.
Yeah, they planned the wedding. We invited people to come to the boys' like baptism. So when they came back, we had it at his sister's house, which she has a beautiful home. So we got there, and then all of a sudden, we started playing "White Wedding" by Billy Idol.
Yeah.
And then I'm like changing into my wedding dress, and we're like, "Oh, surprise! It's a wedding."
I'm glad you guys dressed up
Right.
for the baptism now.
So
wedding.
it was really nice.
It was hot. It was very, very hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot. And
Yeah.
the central AC had gone down that day.
Yeah.
And it was
Of
just
course.
hot, muggy,
Gross.
steamy humidity day. It was.
So it was nice. It was nice.
Oh, and her friends
Steamy
had flown
love.
her
That's
dad.
all it was.
Yeah, her
Right.
dad, her friends had flown her pops up from Florida without her knowing about it,
Mhm.
and he met us
Oh.
at the church.
Yeah, for the baptism.
He kind of just walked up. I was like, "Hey, so I got a question for you," and she turned around and just completely went
I lost
into
my shit.
her little
Of
girl
course.
daddy
Of course,
status.
yeah.
Oh, daddy! One of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
So
we do this story time? Maybe we should have done this later. You
Yeah.
know.
So we had the wedding. It was great. It was great. We had everybody there that we cared about. And then when we drove home from the wedding,
Ooh.
we got home and I was taking the kids out of the car.
I'm
I think
unloading, running back and
he
forth
grabbed-
to the car.
you grabbed John, and
Ooh.
Junior was still in the car. So I'm like
No,
getting
they were
things.
both still in the car.
Were they?
I was.
I don't know, you were
unloading the
doing
car. They
something.
were sleeping.
So I must have like bumped into something. I did. Shut up. And then the car starts rolling with
No.
kids in it into my neighbor's fence. And like my reaction, I don't know why I thought this, but I'm like literally in my wedding
Superhuman.
dress.
She went
And I go to the
superhuman.
back of the car to try to stop it.
All right, Superman.
Did you
And
get
it doesn't-
pinned?
No.
No,
No,
I'm
not
looking
really.
at it from like, what the
No.
fuck is happening?
So
you
the
get
car was already
Mom, your
rolling.
kids are in the car.
No,
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was already rolling when I had turned. Like by the time that I had turned it back down, like to walk my way back down, it was already rolling. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit!
Oh.
So she kind of like helped stop it.
I guess
Yeah.
a little bit.
Slowed it down.
So then that happens. Everybody's okay. My neighbor's fence is not okay, but whatever.
Right.
Right.
So I knock on her door and I'm like, hey, my car rolled into your fence. And she goes, did you just get married? And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, fucking go home.
We'll talk about it another day.
She's like, fucking go home.
She's like, we'll talk about it another day. Like,
Right.
all right.
Right.
she's like, it's a fence. I don't like, it's fine.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So
Oh, that's
that was, like,
awesome though.
drama. We went home. The kids were crying and screaming. And that's just like, that was like a prelude to like what our life was going to be like. We were like, we
Absolute insanity.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up leaving Sussex at some point because it was too boring for us.
Mhm.
And we moved down here to the Jersey Shore. And
Right after your knee surgery, literally.
so I had knee surgery, and then I got pregnant with Joaquin.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's
It's
my
because
fault.
I couldn't move my leg.
Yeah, you were laid up.
It was
Yeah.
my fault.
So
Yeah,
it was
Got
just
her.
It was my
easy.
fault. No, it was
She ain't
literally,
going
Couldn't get
nowhere.
away.
literally. I got the text message. Hey, I've been cleared to walk. I said, I'm coming home now. Get ready. I'm coming home now. Get ready. And that was when he was conceived. I can tell you, yeah, man.
And I'm mind you, I'm 39 years old. He's 40.
Oh,
And we're pregnant with Babette right now. Okay.
wow.
She
So-
packed boxes, and I
Yeah.
loaded the truck with a neighbor of mine.
I was
He
5
helped
months
me out. I
pregnant,
paid him.
and we moved. We didn't have anybody to help us. We moved everything, and we moved down here. And then I gave birth to Joaquin, and COVID happened, and I got laid off from my job all at once because
Wow.
live events was like,
Done.
you know,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
But like somewhere in the middle of that, like in between having John and getting pregnant with Joaquin, he had left the job. I was still working there. He had left, and it was hard for us.
I was
It was
freelancing with them.
It was really hard for us because it was a huge income that we lost.
Right.
Here we are, like, you know, overwhelmed already. We're a new family, and there were days. I mean, I'll be honest that I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get milk
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
because like I'm on maternity leave.
Right.
I'm not getting any money. He's out of work. So like we made the decision. He had always wanted to join the union to do welding and pipe fitting. And I go,
Yeah.
if you don't do it now,
Right.
I don't know when you're gonna do it. And he's
Right.
like, that's not guaranteed work. And I'm like, if you don't do it now,
So
I
that
don't know
decision
when.
was made.
yeah.
Pause there. I was working 4 jobs when this decision was made. I was
Oh,
installing carpet,
Right.
cutting carpet, installing carpet, doing the freelance work at you know, whenever they had free work for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
and
Pulling at
then-
straws. Just trying to
And
make
then
things happen.
doing Uber and
Yeah.
filling in the in between time with Uber. So one day I'm doing the carpet stuff, and I think I'm having a heart attack. I started
Panic
sweating, like profusely sweating. I felt tingling in my left arm, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like,
Mhm.
so one thing led to another. I quit my job at the carpet place that moment and drove myself to the hospital because they would not call an ambulance.
oh my God.
Mm.
They
I'm
were
like-
worried about like insurance stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I need you to.
And because it's on the job.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So that was, like-
documented that was on the job.
Right. So that was like the moment where he was like, I need to do something where somebody's gonna appreciate me, where I'll
Right.
take care of my family. So
Yeah.
I was like, join the union. Now, like if you know anything about unions, the first couple years is tough. You're
Right.
making
Mhm.
like your hourly rate is like somewhere in the teens. You're not guaranteed work. You have to go to school a couple nights a week. So like you can't have like a regular job.
Right.
So he was
Right.
still freelancing.
Mhm.
And honestly, that was one of the like toughest times of our relationship. And you know, and that I think taught both of us that you have to make sacrifices in any relationship.
For
But
sure.
what type of sacrifices are the good ones, right?
Yeah.
So the sacrifices that we made in our past relationships are not the ones that you should be making in your
Right.
Right.
you shouldn't sacrifice your happiness, your well-being, your
Right.
mental health, any of
Safety.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Any stuff, right? But sacrificing like, hey, whatever I have to do to bring in some income, if
Right.
you gotta work all
Mhm.
hours of the night, I got the
Right.
kids, I got the house, no problem. Those are the type of sacrifices that are
Yeah.
okay to make in a relationship in order to better
But even though they're okay, that doesn't make them easy.
No.
either.
No.
Like, not that you're
No.
saying that, but like,
No.
you know, because he made like similar sacrifices and staying at a job that, you know, didn't pay the best, but it was a steady job. And I was miserable at home feeling like a single mom 5 nights a week when I was far from it. But when I really needed the support at night, that 4 or 5 hours from picking up both of the kids from daycare and school until bedtime was like fucking war. Like I would pick up JR and, you know, he was going through this thing where he was having to like hold it all in at school, and then he would literally explode like in the parking lot. And then that's when the fights would start sometimes, of just one little thing set him off, and now he's set out for the rest of the night. And then I go pick up Jackson, who's a baby, and now I'm trying to manage a baby and a 5-year-old who's losing his shit, and then he wouldn't want to go to bed, and he'd fight me for everything, and then I get the baby to sleep, and now he's fighting me over this, and I'm like, he's gonna wake up the baby, and then I finally get him down at like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, fuck, man. And then he gets home at midnight, and I'm like, cool, hi, nice to see you. Life was miserable today. And you know, so it was just like we were both doing what we could, and we were making the sacrifices we could for our family. But and man, there was days where I was like, I literally would be like, I don't know how long I'm gonna do this, and he was like, I don't know how to fix it, and it was like, cool, love you, good night.
We had a lot of like, and it wasn't necessarily like fights. It was just that we were both frustrated, and we didn't really have a lot of people that we could vent to and stuff like that.
Right.
So we could pile it on each other, you know. And around the same time, like Junior, our oldest, he was nonverbal. He definitely had something going on. We didn't have secure insurance because he didn't make his time in the union yet. So it was tough. And I just remember having John like as a baby and taking Junior to his appointments and finally getting his diagnosis that he's on the spectrum. I was in the parking lot, and I just like had my babies in my hand, and I just fell on the floor next to the car, and I lost it. And I was like, I don't know what to do now. You know what I mean? Like, our home life is upside down. You know what I mean? I know that he's doing the best that he can, and he can't like be home all the time with me. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So that was like, but it was like, now that I look back at it, it was like a moment of clarity and a moment of like, I'm doing the right thing. Like I have the right partner. You know what I mean? Like he's busting his ass out there. I know he's upset.
Because that's true. Even when it was like at its worst as far as difficulty, I never once thought like he's not it, or he's the issue, or anything like that. I think that's honestly what held me through was when we went through some really hard times, like personally and stuff, and like jobs and with the kids and stuff, we were the solid and like the okay part. Like at least we're okay, even though everything else is fucking falling apart. We were okay, and that's what like held, I think, both of us through those really shitty times. Was there was never a moment where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with this guy? It was, you know, it was like, thank God I have him. You know,
a lot of it, but a lot of it was
10, 12 years now? No, 14 years.
14 years.
We have 14 years together, and this is the first
us too
family vacation that we are going on
this year.
Wow.
But like, I think I understood that as a man, he must have felt like shit because he felt like whatever he was doing wasn't enough to keep the family afloat and stuff like that. And I think that was the problem.
I still feel like that. What are you talking about?
Oh, shut up. That was the problem. That was the problem that we were having. Like, I was like, I wanted to grab him by his face and be like, don't you know you're enough? You know, he was like, I'm not doing enough. I'm like, these things take time, man. Like, everybody starts somewhere.
Previous relationships, traumas.
Well, it's also it's like these things take time, but that time should have been taken like earlier. Like, you know what I mean? You feel like you feel like you started too late, and now it's affecting things that it shouldn't be affecting.
Right.
And it's definitely like frustrating. For me,
go ahead.
It was hard when you were going through your stuff at home with the boys, and it's like I would it was almost like I wasn't sure if it was better for me to come home on my dinner break to help you out or leave, because every time I left, I could hear it out the door, like starting to ramp up again. I'm like, well, maybe had I not come home,
me a little bit.
had I not come home, maybe she could have settled them down. And me leaving wouldn't have like wrapped everything up again. You know what I mean?
No, it's like, as much as those moments as they were hard when you left, because they would lose their mind because he came and then they want him to stay and then he had to leave. And that part did suck. But when he was able to come home for the 20-30 minutes sometimes, it was literally like I had a second to breathe. That's when I would feel like I could go to the bathroom without the fucking house falling apart or having a kid screaming or hell, even just validation of him seeing how fucking hard it was. Sometimes that was all I needed in that moment. Not that he ever made me feel like it wasn't as hard as I was saying it was.
Yeah.
I wanted him to see how like dinners were like just man, it would like.
I mean, they're still not easy.
No, they're not
Even with
at all.
both of us,
but like it's just like you need to eat that, or don't throw that, or don't fight over that. Don't like it and again, it depended on like how hard of a day JR was having is kind of how dinner went, and just having someone else to be there when like things were really tough that helped because it was like. My sanity showed up for a couple minutes and then it left. Yeah. And yes, it did suck that you left, but like just going straight, raw dogging it for that 5 hours was so hard some days. So it was, and I get the struggle too.
And then hearing it and not being able to, because like,
oh my
I have to be here.
How about the Bahamas trip when you left?
Oh, for 3 days? No.
It was like 3 days. So
you talking about when JR...
the hurricane, when he lost his shit?
No, that wasn't. That was
what was it?
Heading to Cape Coral.
Oh, okay.
That was in the Bahamas. That was Cape Coral.
Okay, but so he went on, and he didn't go on a lot of them because of the kids. Yeah. But he got a I
was relieving another crew.
Gig.
I had to go. I so I had told my boss that I'm not going to be traveling anymore because things at home were a little tough. Difficult. Yeah. So, but this was during the big hurricane on the west coast of Florida, and we already had crews out there for like a week. So the second crew was going to relieve them, and I was on there for 3 days. So I had to go.
What are you, like on a repair crew?
No. So I was news.
The news.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good question because these people don't know either.
Yeah, for sure. So I worked in news, and I was a videographer in the streets. So we had a crew over there reporting, and they had been reporting since like the hurricane had started. So they were in there for like a week already. And then,
they needed to go.
With conditions of like not having power, then power came back. Like they were in it from the time it started really bad to like a few days after. So now it was time for the second crew to go relieve them so they can go home. And I was on that crew, and it was only for 3 days. But my reporter met me at home so she could park her car in our parking, so she didn't have to worry about parking. So I was at home waiting, and then she came, and then it was time for us to leave, and then JR kind of had a breakdown.
Oh my God,
which kind of was a little bit better because she saw it. So when she, when I go to my boss, hey, I can't travel because of this, she can like say, oh, well, I did see it. Like,
on the days that I'd call you and be like, I need you to come home. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, like, come home. I can't now. Because like I would just hit like my mental breaking point. His difficulties, whatever they were, ADHD or anything else that he had going on, they would then only spike my anxiety and my ADHD, and I would get so overwhelmed that I couldn't physically like help him. Like there was moments where all I wanted to do was fucking run. I wanted to run, have no idea where I was going, when I was coming back. I just wanted to, like, that's my whole body felt like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I get it. It's hard being like knowing you have to like provide, whether it be financially or emotionally, but you can't because you have to be like
present.
You're doing everything you can, and like it's not enough.
Yeah.
But I think that like what we went through and during that time period like prepared us for when we had Bebe, because we just moved down here. I was 5 months pregnant. I'm like moving furniture. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Work sucked. Everything sucked. I ended up going into labor like 5 weeks early because I was just so like I was done.
Right. Yeah.
40 years old. My blood pressure's through the roof.
Yep.
I'm on maternity leave. I bring my kid home, and then I can't leave the house because it's COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get laid off during maternity leave.
Yeah.
My job of 12 years is like, yeah, sorry, you gotta
come back.
You gotta cut you loose.
Yeah, which was ended up being
blessing-
like
a
the best thing
blessing
ever.
in
But then we
disguise.
were
Right.
back into like, oh my god, like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
making, I was making a great living. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though it was stressful, and I'm like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So
Things had just started getting better for me at the union,
Yeah.
and more work kept going.
right,
And I think my third year in my apprenticeship, it was nonstop until my 5th year. when I
Right.
graduated.
Yeah.
right. So I took everything out of my 401k and I bought lasers
Nice.
and I started the business.
Mhm.
And it went nuts because people
Yeah.
were spending money like crazy
They
during
were.
COVID.
Yeah.
I was doing shows
I
outside.
want that. I want COVID.
Yeah.
Not COVID time.
180 shows.
We did
when
one
everything
year.
opened back up.
Wow.
We did 180 shows. In 90
Damn.
days.
No,
How many
not
times did you get
here.
COVID?
Well, no, that was
How do you do 180
Nine-
shows in 90 days?
2 a day.
It's the math is not mathing.
2 a day.
No, that's 3 a day.
180 shows, 90 days.
No, you're right.
Uh-huh. I mean, listen,
Whatever.
I'm
It was spread out.
It was
though.
a lot.
Well, we did a lot.
We
You
did
know
a
what I
lot.
mean?
It was a lot of shows.
And we I ended up almost replacing my salary in the first
Yeah.
year of business.
Yeah.
awesome.
So it worked out. And then like all that spiraled and
Right.
got me where I am now. But like, what was it, 2 years ago when you went away? So
Yeah.
work was dry.
Oof,
like
I remember
2 years
that.
2.5 years ago. So he wasn't working, and in order, like when you're in the union, you
Mhm.
have to work a certain amount of hours a year to keep your insurance. So
Right.
we have, because he has his older children on, we have 7 people on our insurance plan. Like we cannot lose that.
Right.
So his only option was to go to New Hampshire for 6 months.
I ran my unemployment out.
Yeah.
I ran out of unemployment. They
was
weren't going to
everything.
renew it. All of
Yeah.
it supplemental.
Yeah.
The second unemployment plan that we paid into
Gone.
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
It was.
And one of the things with the union is you just can't go get another job.
No.
Like
Right.
you can't just go apply for a job and be a welder somewhere else.
pipefitter
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They find out that's
bad.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
he ends up going, I have a full on freak out because I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
running a business, I'm doing this, like I have 3
I
kids, like,
remember.
I'm working here. So
So were you waiting out because you didn't want to go? Like, was going always an option? You just didn't want to take it, or
no, it just happened to be
or
an
just
option.
just
like,
happened to
when everything
come?
was
Yeah, it just happened. I
Yeah.
had happened to be talking to one of my classmates. He randomly, we would call each other just randomly and be like, "Yo, what are you
Check in.
doing?" Blah blah blah.
Right.
Catch up. And he was like, "Look, listen, I know you're out of work." He was like, "They've got calls out of state." Like,
Right.
really? Picked up the phone. Was like, "Hey, I hear you guys got work. Where is it?" Start
Mhm.
sending me some information.
Yeah.
Another classmate of mine calls me up and said, "Hey, blah, 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 do you want to do this together?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But we got to make a plan." So we both signed, sealed, delivered, hand shook on it. 6 months, and we're back home. We'll
Mhm.
go for 6 months, and we're coming back home. So we did. He did his 6-month tour of duty. I stayed for probably about maybe another month and a half.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready to cut loose on the job.
Mhm.
And they were like, "Does anybody want to volunteer?" And literally, he couldn't get the word volunteer out of his mouth.
Yeah. He was like, I'm out.
His hand went up, and I was like, "I'm out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, send me home. I'm okay to go home now." Like,
Yeah.
Right.
and
That was rough
Literally.
because
at that time, before I told her that I was coming home, she had called me up and said, "You need to figure out how you're coming home.
Mhm.
As
Yeah.
soon as you can, you need to figure." It's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, well, guess what happened? Blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time that I had heard her cry over the phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
it was tough.
That was
I mean,
rough.
it was so
Yeah.
bad because I knew that when the thing is that when he went to New Hampshire, he was not making the money that he was making in New Jersey,
Mhm.
and he was paying like rent up there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's paying rent up there, paying our mortgage. Like,
And he's gone.
It wasn't. It really.
Yeah.
We weren't like making money. Like
No,
it was
right.
just to keep our insurance.
It was enough to fuel the beast, just to keep feeding the beast.
And the way that our life works is the day before he went, he gets into a car accident, totals my truck. Not his fault.
No. Wait. Rewind that a little bit.
Why?
The week before that, I had. This is gonna get really, really personal right now.
Wow.
I had just finished coming from surgery.
Don't say what surgery is.
No, I'm gonna tell them, and that's how bad it was. It was recircumcised.
Oh,
they botched it when they did my. All right,
She was like, "Don't tell him."
From when I was a child, from birth.
Okay.
I had not enough was taken the first time, so they had to go back in for the second one.
So he's literally going to New Hampshire
with stitches all the way around.
Stitches on his wiener.
Stitches on his dick. Yeah.
I mean, at least you didn't have to worry about infidelity.
Yeah, that was out of the question.
Because he was out of commission.
And honestly, if did, I would have called the girl and been like, "More power to you, babe."
Right.
And then literally the day before, somebody hits my truck.
Rear ends me doing 40 miles an hour in a work van.
My truck was like brand new, 50,000 miles on it. It was beautiful.
Did it
Totals
have,
the truck.
I had less than that one.
No, it was 50,000.
Was it 50?
Yeah. So I have a totaled truck in my driveway, and he's like, "Gotta go."
I gotta go to New Hampshire.
Right.
Now,
so now I'm like, I'm at the car dealership, and the way our stuff worked was like my car was under his name, his car was under my name. That's just the way our finances worked out. So I'm at the dealer, and they're like, "We need your husband to sign," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll drive to New Hampshire right now."
Right.
So I made them think that I drove to New Hampshire, and I just signed his name. I slept, signed his name, and came back. I'm like, I did the drive.
Right.
I forged that bank documents to get another car. But it's like, even as far as we are in our relationship, there's always some shit, right?
Yeah.
There's always something. And I talk to my dad a lot, and I'm like, it's like always something. It's always something with us. He's like, it's not just you, babe. Like, it's something for this is adulthood.
It is. When did we just say that? We said that on another. Basically, just I kept wondering, like, when all this shit would kind of happen, I was like, I just kept waiting for what it seemed like for other people's lives for shit to stop happening. You know, because as soon as something would be like solved, then something fucking else would happen. And I'm like, when does this end? And it doesn't. You just get better at dealing with it. You get like a little bit harder. You get, you find ways to get through it, and you just find better ways to manage.
And you're happy
most of the time
when you've been through tougher things, and we're coming like, well, at least it wasn't that
We've
stuff.
been through this.
We've been through this, so this is cake now.
Like your skin gets thicker, and you're in a different mindset. You know, when you're comfortable in your relationship and the way your family life is going, like we just installed a fence that we saved for forever.
Oh God, I know.
And 2 weeks later, a tree falls.
Tree falls on it.
Yeah. So I'm like at in the kitchen drinking coffee in the morning.
So, wait. She wasn't even out of bed yet. She had just got up to go use the bathroom. I already made the coffee. I started the coffee. And my son looks at me and says, "Dad, you see that?" I was like, 7:30 in the morning, motherfucking tree on the fucking fence.
So I get up.
Wake up the whole house.
Quietly. I drink my coffee and I look out the window and I go, a tree fell on the fence.
Yep.
And then I go and I get dressed and I go to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what am I
What are you gonna do?
What can I do to change what just happened?
Right. You lose your shit, nothing.
Yeah. Well, and every once in a while, you need to like lose your shit. You get it out of your system, and then you just keep going because it's like.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
So I
go. I'm the crash out, and then I'm like, all right, focus, and let's get back together.
So like, I get to work, and then I send them like a screenshot of a chainsaw, and I'm like, go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, we just have that. We have that understanding because of everything that we went through. We have the understanding that like he does this thing where he looks at me and he goes, "Where are you at?" And I go, "Not here."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay." And then he's like making dinner, doing things, taking care of the boys, like no questions asked.
Yeah.
And then I'll look at him and I'll know that he's not like he's in a different place. And I'll go get it together, Torres. He goes, I'll get there. And then I'll just go and I'll make the dinners and get the kids ready and do all these things. And it's never like what are you doing? Like, why are you
Yeah.
doing anything? You're not doing anything
Right.
in a
Right.
relationship. You're not doing enough. It's never that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we bicker a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't fight at all. We
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
fight at all.
I mean, it was the same for us. There was a couple years there where like shit was really, really rough, and it was like
Yeah.
we had to take turns who was gonna be not okay.
Right.
And like it
Yeah.
was funny because there was one time he told me where I legit was not okay, and I walked out of the house and I called my mom. We'll talk about that one on another day. Maybe not. It's so traumatic. And anyway, so I had hit my breaking point, and I walked out of the house at 11:30 at night in a not so great neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I called my mom and I was bawling my eyes out. And he was kind of mad because I didn't mean to, but like I had claimed that one as
Right.
my turn. And
Right.
he was like, fuck.
Right.
He's like, I gotta
Well,
be
it was-
okay
it was
because she's
also,
not
like-
okay.
Like it was like everything is like and I remember exactly when it happened. Like everything was going like crazy. We had just gotten like we were getting through this tough thing with one thing. We had just gotten like a notice on this other thing, and then the AC stopped working.
That's
and
yeah.
then I was like, and then I'm trying to fix it, and I'm in and out like the garage and the backyard. Like I'm coming in and out, and I'm trying to figure out what's
See,
going
and I
on, what's
remember
going
it
on.
differently.
And then all of a sudden she just walks out, and I'm like,
I don't think it was the AC.
no, it was the AC, because then you walked out.
It was the bug.
But that a lot. Well, okay, so if you want to go, it was the bug, then it was the homeowner's insurance, and then the AC stopped working.
Yes,
and then
it was
you
all
were
three
like,
at
I'm out.
once.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Which
You
is so
were
funny.
out.
I didn't remember those other two. I just remember
I
being
did,
done.
because one, I'm thinking how we're gonna remedy the bug situation.
Yeah.
Then if we can't pay this, then we don't really need to worry about the bug situation. That'll be the next person's problem. And then the AC
Yeah.
kicks. I'm like, well, we need AC while we're still here and dealing
Yeah.
with all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you walk out, and the boy, I'm like, well, now I can't be troubleshooting this if I have to take care of the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like I was like, I need you have
But
your
it-
breakdown, but have it on the couch.
Hey, I came back.
No, I know, but
believe me, I wasn't gone long.
out in the street.
but I was like, we can't.
I had to throw my temper tantrum,
Yeah.
and then I came back.
Yeah, and then it turned out like everything, there's you freak out in the moment, and then you have your blow up, and then you come back and you have like settle. The AC was just the stupid floaty thing with the water because the drain line was clogged. But at the time, I didn't know that. I had to go to YouTube to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then everything else kind of somehow worked itself out. But in the minute of it, it's like everything like hits you at once.
Yep.
And yeah, we did take turns in like,
Yeah.
you're okay, I'm losing it,
Right.
you're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how like we just know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't really ever spoken. Yeah.
No, it's not a
like
spoken thing.
Yeah.
Just, well, look,
Yeah. His
Right.
his job just stopped. I mean, was completed like a couple weeks ago. And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting laid off again." I go, "You know what? Take the summer.
Right.
Take the summer, hang out with the boys, like it's fine." And he's taking over, because I have a lot going on. I have
Right.
work, I have the gallery, I have
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
on top of
all of
shit.
it.
Right.
So now he's like, okay, fine. Like things are getting done in the house. Like dinner's ready when I get home. The boys are having fun. So I mean, I guess at some point,
that's gonna come to an end.
yeah, when you start working again, can I quit?
Right.
Like we just,
Your turn.
we've just accepted the fact that our family life has just like a little bit more chaos than most
Yeah.
people. Like, when he went away for work, I had so many shows and I had so many things going on. I'm like, what am I going to do with the kids? So I had my mom come stay with us.
Yeah.
She ended up being here way longer than we thought.
Right.
And just recently we moved her into her own apartment.
Right.
And we did all of that. We did all the furniture. We moved all her stuff.
Right.
Where she was okay. I do her bills. I do her
Right.
rent.
Well,
Like-
and she had health stuff and
Yeah.
other
Oh
stuff
my
going
God.
on.
Well, yeah, that was another thing. Well, it was
Right.
like a week after
I
the
left.
car getting totaled. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, my mom's gonna be here to help us.
Her
No,
mom-
because then she was
Then
just
she has
another
a
person you had to.
stroke. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is
Stroke
great.
mom and,
Yeah.
This is amazing. And then I get COVID after that. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, I'm not, like, it
Totally.
doesn't even phase me
Oh,
anymore.
and-
Right, it's comical. Like sometimes when these things happen, they happen like back to back, and you just like start laughing because you're like, really, like
Yeah.
for real? Oh,
Well,
okay,
crying's not gonna help, so you might as well
Yeah,
just
no.
laugh about it.
right.
I mean, I cry sometimes, like in the shower.
Totally.
But, like, it's okay. But, like,
Our
you know,
heater went.
yeah.
The furnace went,
Oh, yeah.
and it ended
Yeah.
up being a thermostat switch.
Yes, which I fixed on my own.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
fix it.
good
Well,
job.
your dad was here.
But
I did it.
I was on the phone with her while welding in New Hampshire.
But I
We
did
were
it, though.
Bluetooth, getting yelled at by my boss. You can't be on the phone while you're working. And I'm like, I ain't got no time, but we got to do this. So
Yeah.
I was working. She was crying, yelling, and sending me to hell.
But I fixed it.
But she got it fixed. She went to the
Nice.
supply house. She told them, no, this is
Mhm.
specifically what I
Yep.
need. Like, that's one thing about her, that when she does get in the, the gears line
Yeah.
up properly
Mhm.
Yeah,
and everything goes focus mode,
yeah,
there's no stopping. And I
yeah,
think that was another one of the things that attracted me to her,
yeah.
was the focus when she hones in on
Mhm.
something. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I'll
you know,
build a fucking house if I have to.
Right.
Yeah,
she
I will
gets
figure
dirty.
that
She
shit
gets
out.
busy with me.
She's
Um,
often the one I call when I'm like just done. Like help. I'm
but that's
losing it.
usually-
Help.
But that's usually how it works, right? Like
Yeah.
my home life is so like ridiculous. Like I talk to people and they're like,
Mhm.
"You're lying. Like that can't possibly be true." And I'm like,
You're like, nope.
"Absolutely." But I tell you what, I'm like captain of chaos, and my shit is all over the place. But if you need something,
We thrive.
I got answers for you.
We
I will help
thrive
you.
in it. We thrive. We are at our. How does Cat Williams put it? We are in tune with our star fucking players when we chaos is ensued.
Yeah.
My chest
Learn how to-
tattoo says, "In the midst of chaos lies creativity." So,
Yes.
like, it's
Yep.
just,
That is- that
Yeah,
it
no, so-
is.
I mean,
I love it though.
so when things happen, whether like how it doesn't matter what scale of terrible they are.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, this is gonna sound like I have feelings.
Mhm.
I have feelings.
They're in there.
It's that like if I have him and I
Yeah.
have my boys, I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
Like 'cause I know that we're solid and
Right.
we're always gonna have each
Mhm.
other's backs. Like he's my best
Yeah.
friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
She's my only friend.
Yeah.
Like a few guys.
Same.
Yeah,
It,
like,
wor-
she's
it
my
works
only
out like
friend.
that sometimes.
Like I know, I really don't. I don't. I'm the homebody guy. I'm
Like listen,
Yeah.
for
I'd
Yes,
rather be at
him too.
home, sitting in my backyard, drinking beer or
Mhm.
whatever
Yeah.
the hell.
Where it's nice and safe.
Yeah, well, it's
I,
safe.
like,
Yeah, exactly. Where I
for-
don't have to deal
Yeah.
with stupidity.
for work, I have to be very personable and I have to make believe like I have these solid relationships and friends and things like that.
Yeah.
And I don't like most of those people.
right.
So, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you should come out for drinks and you should come out and do this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, kids,
Right.
whatever, crazy.
Yeah.
And I come right home to him
Yeah.
and the boys. Like, because I don't,
Yeah.
there's nothing out there.
I'm a homebody
Right.
too
There's
now.
nothing
yeah.
out there that's better than my
Right.
family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, like,
We're not for the streets anymore.
no,
No.
no.
We're not for these streets.
Why would I do that? Why would I do? I say it all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna be home enjoying my mortgage and my family.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pay a lot of money for this house. I'm
Right.
gonna stay here.
I
Exactly.
gotta say,
Mhm.
everything that we've been through and all the shit that our families have seen us go through, it's nice to hear in subtle conversation where you just overhear shit. I'm a really good ear hustler, by the way. Listen, I could be 50 feet away. I could be 100 miles away. I'll know when something's
Not
being
lately,
said.
because you'd be like, "What? Did you call me? Huh?"
So like,
What'd you
We're
say?
getting older. I'm getting older. What are we doing? But anyway, I'm a good ear hustler. You overhear conversations and shit like that. And with everything that we've been through, and you overhear people talking about how our relationship is and how we, without knowing it, became the mold or the model
mhm.
of how, I guess, how
Yeah.
people should stick together in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's gonna be those tough ass moments, and there's gonna be, and it's
Yeah.
nice to hear that, like, we've become the matriarchs of the
Right.
now.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
makes any sense, like
Yeah.
our siblings look up to us now as far as like,
Yeah, my
look,
sister.
they're doing it. Like
Yeah.
they're doing
Right.
it.
Yeah.
They've probably been through fucking worse than we have. They,
Right.
they
Right.
you know, if they can do it, we can do it.
Yeah,
Right.
my
And I'm
sister
sure
who
those
has
same
zero feelings. She I'll never forget this. She was like, I actually look up to you, and I'm like,
You're like, excuse me?
I gotta screenshot this, print it, put this on the frame because
Right.
and it's like it's just nice to know that people on the outside and people that care about us like are like
Mhm.
we're proud of you and you're
Yeah.
doing everything and you
Right.
stuck together
Mhm.
and we're glad that you went through all that shit and
Yeah.
you know you're making it work. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't say it, we'd still be doing it anyway.
Yeah,
but like,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
nice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice,
It's
though,
nice to
you
get
know?
the
It's
validation.
nice, yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
hearing
Yeah.
the validation, even if it's not a direct thing. But it's
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
to hear every once in a while.
And I'm like totally in love with this part of our life. Like I know it's weird to say as a parent, but I love the ages that my boys are right now. I mean, they're
Mhm.
rough and they drive me completely insane, but I
Mhm.
love having I just love their ages right now. They're so
Mhm.
like awesome and beautiful. And I love that we're in our mid 40s and that we're smart enough to be like, this doesn't matter. This does matter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Screw these people. Like,
Right.
Yep.
you know, I like it. You know, I like getting older. I mean, I don't like my skin going like this, but like I like getting older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great place to
Right? I love how we're like 30, 45 minutes go with the flow of conversation.
yeah.
An hour and 15 minutes later.
I figured I was like when you said 30 45 minutes I was like
Yeah,
impossible.
that's
Listen, I don't
Yeah.
think it's
Impossible.
we had wishful thinking
Yeah.
of like less work and a shorter podcast than the other podcast.
No.
I don't think it's gonna happen
No, not at
because
all.
it just, especially when you get on it, you get like you relate to other people. You know, like if you tell anybody's like story, especially over 14 years, same with us.
Right.
Like, and how do you do that in 30 minutes? You
Right.
know what I
No,
mean?
it's not.
So
Yeah, there's
Is I'm producing a podcast at the studio now that we just opened, and they were really tight about their 30-minute show. Since coming over to our studio and recording with us, they're now doing between 45 and 50 minutes because I just give them the 30-minute cue
just to
and
hey,
just let them go
30 minutes,
Just-
yeah.
and then they end up talking for another like 20 minutes. So
yeah, and then
yeah,
rather
it's
than
hard
just
to-
abruptly
Yeah.
like cut it off when I feel like the talks that happen after that are usually the best because now
Right.
you're most
Right.
comfortable.
Right. And
And
I
I
always
think an hour is good. Like I feel
Yeah.
like more than that should be like reading and like listening to a book
Right.
because
Right.
like you
Well, I mean,
want to keep
here-
somebody's attention. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I feel
Here's
like an
the
hour
thing.
is like a good time frame.
right, but
Yeah.
we're also going to we're also going to end this, and it's not like we're gonna hang up.
Right.
We probably got like another half hour
Right.
because I have some questions off air that I want to ask
Oh,
you.
keep recording, but just don't.
Listen, you got an open book right now, so this is your chance.
Right,
is how
right, but I don't want
this
to do
is
any
how
extra
wonderful-
editing in case you're like, I didn't really want that out there.
Yeah. This is how wonderful he is. Like I've been having like a really hard time at work and everything's been like all over the place. We just got a new puppy
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm in a crisis and I have to acquire some sort of a living thing.
mhm.
I can't have a
Right.
child, so like I need something.
What kind of puppy?
No.
That's why I got it because I'm in a
No.
crisis. That's why I
No.
have the chickens. That's why I have 2 other dogs. That's why like
Just so
Alright.
she
He's
threatens
like-
to get a pig all the time, and I'm like, don't do it.
The chickens were a crisis thing. The animal, the dogs.
all crisis things.
No, they weren't. Shadow wasn't a crisis thing. That was our
crisis.
wasn't a crisis?
Yes,
No, but we got her in Hamburg though.
we were having crisis over there too.
Well,
Listen,
maybe it was a
it's
crisis
full-
before
it's
I
all
knew there were
crisis.
crisis things
Yeah.
to be dealt with. I
So I'm
guess.
like, I'm having like a hard time. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't sleep at night. I'm stressed out or whatever. And I'm like, anytime I'm stressed out, like I look on Pet Finder. I'm like, let me look at something cute. Let me look at
Okay,
something
all right.
cute.
This all stems from. I love you, don't get mad. Her brother came with our youngest nephew, with the baby of the family.
The little potato.
Mm.
Oh.
whole empty.
I
The
can't
whole
help it. His head smells
the
like
baby,
a baby.
the
Mm-hmm.
lagana. If it's the same,
Yeah.
Yeah, the smell. Yeah.
yeah, the smell,
The
lagana.
urge.
Yeah.
The urge.
the
Yeah.
urge that
Yeah.
the fires were reflamed
Yeah.
again. You know, there was fuel
Yeah.
added to these fires that were dwindling out, and you know, it makes you realize, you know, like, oh shit, like,
But the fact that like
yeah, you know,
the fact that like he's like, I don't, our house is too small for animals. We have way more than we should have right now. We have way too many kids, way too many animals. Like we have so much shit going on, right? Like we can't even go, we're going on vacation. And I'm like, now I just got another dog.
Right. You complicated things.
But the fact that he's like, if that's what you need, then that's what you need.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. So now we have a dog.
Yeah.
Done.
I
we
get
are
it.
the
For the
typical
most
Puerto
part, I
Rican
can do that
family
too.
right now.
Yeah.
We are the typical Puerto Rican family with the white crusty dog.
That's
Every
what she
Little,
said.
little itty bitty white crusty dog. It's
Oh,
not crusty. It's just brown because
She's a little bit crusty.
Yeah,
She's a little bit
she's
what is
good
it? Like a
us.
Shih Tzu or something?
She's
No.
she's a Maltese.
Oh,
Basically.
even worse.
Yeah, she's a rescue. They like found
It's
her.
a mutt, just like the rest of
Of course. You got it. Captain Save-A-Ho over here.
it. Yeah.
No, they found her. She was a stray in like Newark, New Jersey. And if you know anything about New Jersey, Newark is rough out there.
Yeah.
She's all matted and everything. And she was so freaking cute.
She
Yeah,
was.
you gotta save her, man.
She was cute.
She's great. She's great. I already bought her outfits.
Oh my god, of course you did.
Yeah.
I had a fucking doggy bag, a denim doggy bag.
Like a legit doggy bag.
Yes.
From a restaurant.
I went to work today.
Yeah, like a legit doggy bag. Yeah.
No, I went to work
You're
today.
getting a
I put
stroller
purse
next.
on, my lunch bag,
She had
my
the
dog.
fucking dog in the hand. It was-
Yeah.
What was
I'm
that
losing my
movie?
mind.
What was that movie? With the blonde-haired actress.
Oh,
She
the
was-
lawyer?
Like legally blonde.
Legally blonde.
Yeah.
Legal Hispanic.
Well, hey, at least you're legally Hispanic.
I'm glad you said legal.
Right?
Right? You don't want anybody knocking on the
Right?
door.
Wow.
But yeah.
Um,
But like that's just the type of shit that's cool. Like that
Yeah.
shit about each other, you know?
Yeah. It's safe. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's to many more years and many more stories.
Yes, sir.
Likewise.
together.
And maybe a little bit less chaos if it's
No,
possible.
they thrive it.
But
That's
yeah,
No,
but like,
we
you
thrive
know,
it.
that's their
just-
superpower.
Never.
Man, I don't know. I yeah, it would have to probably be a little less chaos. Solely
She's like-
because of the no, when I mean less, we're not gonna remove it completely. It is just gonna be much larger and less frequent.
Yeah.
Mm,
So it's kind of like waiting for Yosemite to blow up, and when it does, like,
right.
all right,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like it is what it is. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's like that. You know what I mean? That's probably like, yeah,
Probably not, but whatever.
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us for about almost an hour and a half. And I think that'll tie a ribbon on it. And
Episode 3.
episode 3 is in the books, and it's been another great episode of My Favorite Couple.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Love, we laugh, we talk real life. From late night chats to husband and wife. Drama, joy, and a couple glow. It's my favorite couple. Welcome to the show.